What's up, friends? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti, and I'm very sleepy tonight. I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night, so this is going to be a groggy Whoop Wednesday with pretty much no whoops in it, but hey, figured I'd come on and stream and say hello. That was shot by this guy. This is the glide hammer. Hold on. The glide hammer that I just put Cineglide arms on. So they're, as you can see, they are dead cat arms, and they clear 5.5-inch props. These props are GemFan 5552s. They are humongous, and they're also very, very heavy. These are like 6.2 grams. And it would appear that this isn't quite enough motor for this crazy of a prop. This is the Brother Hobby Avenger V2, 2507, 1850 kV, and that was on a 6S 1800, I want to say, Pyrodrone battery, big fat battery. I think with that battery, the damn thing is like a kilogram. Maybe not quite. But yeah. Big fat rig, very fast, but it's very bobbly. So I actually just reached out to Crunked on Facebook Messenger and sent him a log from it and said, yo, you see anything in here that I don't? It might be a situation where I just need to keep pushing more and more P-gain. If that's the case, I'll probably go away from these propellers. What have you guys seen in the world of 5.5-inch propellers? I feel like there's only these GemFans. There might be a Dow Cyclone. I think there is a Dow Cyclone, maybe 5540. And I feel like there's maybe a 5.5-inch HQ. But I think that's it. I don't really know of many 5.5-inch props. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It certainly covers ground, though. That's for sure. I believe Brad is sending me 6-inch arms for this. So, and I also think that these 5.5-inch propellers are heavier than a lot of the 6-inch props. I think that's the problem, is the weight of the prop. Let me see something. Nope, that's not it. Is that it? What? Yeah, here we go. All right, hold on. Let's see. I'm curious now. So I have a set of the dowel folding props, the 6-inch dowel folding props. And I think these are fairly light for a 6-inch prop. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's crazy. 5.4 grams, and it's a 6-inch instead of 5.5. So yeah, these GemFan 5552s are just, they're like oars more than propeller blades. I think I have another 6-inch prop in here. Oh yeah, the T motor 6142 maybe, 6143. Let's see what this weighs. Probably says it on here actually. It does, 6.8 grams. So this guy's actually heavier. 6.9 grams, 6.8, 6.9 grams. So this one's heavier. It's really impressive that the dowel foldable 6-inch prop is so light. That's pretty slick. I really like that. So yeah, that was an interest. I can't believe this is not enough motor for these props. It's crazy how big you have to go on motors on these. Like 5 inches, just magical. Well, there's also here's a 6-inch butter cutter. Apparently the butter cutter bi-blades are very well balanced. Arguably the best balanced 6-inch props. 7.2 grams. My God, these are heavy. Okay, yeah. So, I don't know. I guess I gotta get a set of those. I gotta find those Dal Cyclone 5.5-inch props. Because yeah, I don't think I want to go any bigger on. Well, I can't. I can't. I can't go any bigger on. These are the biggest motors that are 16 by 16 mount, and the glides are. Although I think this just changed. I think they're now drilled for 16 or 19. But William Barlow got his stuff in the mail yesterday. What'd you get, William? I don't even remember what I sent you. I sent so much stuff out at once. What'd you get? B-Man80 is here. Yeah, I don't usually do Wednesdays because I'm lazy. But yeah, I'm trying to do Wednesdays. Whoop Wednesdays. This is going to be the least whoopish Whoop Wednesday though, because I've got a drift car event that I'm going to Friday night, and so I'm just focusing on 5-inch rigs to make sure that they're clean, tuned well, no RSSI bullshit. Yeah, shaking them down, running them long distance, looking at the footage to make sure there's no jello or any nonsense. Trying to get this thing going. This is my version of a long-range rig. I don't really have any interest in flying long-range, but I know that there are going to be things that I'm going to want to chase that are going faster than what a regular freestyle built 2306 5-inch rig can follow. So that's basically what this is. This is just developing a rig that can cruise at 80, 90, 100 miles an hour and carry a big-ass battery. And yeah, it's I think this is where I want to be on the motors. Again, this is a Brother Hobby Avenger 2507 1850 kV. So yeah, 2507, whereas I usually fly 2306. So it's kind of a similar ratio of width to height. Yeah, the next step up in motors is like 28. It's like 2806, I believe, and like that's a big jump. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if the problem is that our freestyle 5-inch rigs are so well developed that they are really good at doing everything. So like this thing is gonna have to go substantially faster for me to not go up in motor and prop size, right? Like it doesn't, it's not going to do me any good with this if it only goes 10 miles an hour faster than the freestyle rigs that I've got, right? Although I guess the flip side of that is that this can carry a big ass battery. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I'm looking forward to see what Crunk says about the black box log, because yeah, I don't know. These 55, 52 props I've heard really, really good things about from the long range guys, and I really hope that this is enough motor to control them properly. But it definitely doesn't look like that so far. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so first thing we're gonna jump into is the old mailbag. Nah, shower. Pff, fuck out of here with that. Freelo Joe says, evening collective. William Barlow says the Emax motors, yes, and the Super Chat props and LEDs. Flying Brian says hello. It's hanging short and shriveled to the left, as always. What movie? And then Freelo J says, should be Torquey 2, especially for the big 6S. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? I'm used to a 2306. So 2306s nowadays, we're pairing up with props that are very light, right? Like the they're 3 something grams, right? They're not 2 something grams. I just want to check. So yeah, 2306s, now that we've like really developed this 600 to 650 gram freestyle rig, right, over the years, 3.7, and then I think the watermelon props are 3.6 or 3.5. So yeah, 2306s are a really good match for a 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, right, gram prop. 2306, 3.8 grams, let's just say. Now we go up to a 6 something gram prop, right? And we only go from 2306 to 2507. So it's, and I know that when you scale a motor up, it doesn't scale up in the same way that weight does, right? It's more exponential, because it's, when a motor scales up, it scales up. You use pi 3.14 and all that shit, but yeah, so and that's, long range guys aren't necessarily cinematic guys, right? And that's something that's really important to understand, is that there's a huge difference between wanting to go long distances versus wanting to go long distances in a way that's cinematic, and there's no bobbles and there's no bullshit. And yeah, that's the difference here. Like, will this motor have enough? There it is. Chuck Saul's got it. Will this motor have enough grunt and mechanical torque and all that to control a 6 something gram prop? It doesn't look like it, because one of the easy tests is to just build a rig and leave the stock Betaflate tune on it and go fly it. And if you go fly it and it does this basically oscillation where it can't control the weight of the rig, now you got to start cranking the P gains up and cranking the D gains up to be able to try to control that. And that's just kind of like one of those signs that the mechanically the system is under spec'd, under torqued, under horsepowered, whatever you want to. I think in this case it's basically under torqued. So the 2806 motors would probably be a better choice, but they're 19 by 19, and that won't fit in the 6-inch glide arms, I don't think, but we'll see. What's up, folks? I gotta get a drink of water. Hold on. Be right back. Here's the rest of that flight. Here's when I was tuning it. You'll get to see the bobbles. Well, that's not helpful at all. What the hell? Why would it come up over on that screen? You guys see the wobbles and the bobbles in there? It's not bad. Like it's definitely not bad. But the problem is when you start going to the PID tune to try to correct stuff like this, like you're eating into your headroom, and you're gonna like kind of eat up all that headroom that you've got, and your motors are gonna start to warm up, and then there's gonna be a lot less leeway with bent props and shit. So, yeah, it's we'll see. Since it's not a rig that I'll probably do like hardcore freestyle with, I'm maybe I can just squeeze just enough out of it. But I have a feeling I'm going to end up going to a lighter weight prop. I have a feeling that these 55, 52 props are just too much. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Let's go over here. And... oh, yeah, right. I almost forgot. Shout out to Mighty Car Mods for that. If you like cars at all, or if you just like, YouTube, go check out Mighty Car Mods. Amazing channel. Great guys that do a lot of awesome charity work and are arguably the best car channel on all of YouTube. And I just completely stole that from them with no permission or anything. But I figure if I give them a shout out, still stealing, but... So I can't believe Crunked isn't here for this, but hopefully he'll rewatch this because he sent me a box of stuff, and he'd said that he threw a surprise in, and this is the surprise. So this, I'm assuming, is for a QX7. So this will become some sort of a prize. Gotta figure out what prize it'll be for, but I opened the box. I was like, oh, big pink dick. Great. He printed me out a couple of these glide mounts, and what I thought was interesting about these is there's a little flare. Here, let me go over here. And so you see how the top of it flares up like that? I really like that. One thing I've noticed on my BMC 3D mounts is that what Brent did, instead of flaring it up, he sent a little bit more material out the front here, right? And what's nice is when you crash inverted, this strip of TPU up here, this little bit of extra that he put on, takes like a lot of the abuse, And yeah, I can really abuse a session 5 before it full blown dies, and I think it has a lot to do with this because my sessions don't get like all scratched up on the screen. Like the TPU is definitely getting in the way. Well, yeah, I saw this one on Thingiverse back here where it's instead of extending out the front, yeah, it kind of floats up like that. There's a hair? What the fuck? Get off of there. So yeah, I was kind of curious, and Crunked was asking for if I wanted anything printed. I was like, well, sure. So yeah, this will be cool. I'm excited about that. That's pretty neat. And these are kind of light. That probably means that they'll tear apart. But it's just cool to have them. Very cool to have them. Neat to see different styles of the way the bases are set up on these front load mounts. Front load mounts are not very popular, which is a shame because I really do think that this little bumper on the front here helps with the impact on the Session 5s. But alas, most people go for side load, and they just have, I mean, they have the TPU up there, but they just don't have as much of it. And a bunch of these awesome little 45-degree rear standoff pieces, again, for the Glide. If any of you guys have a Glide and you want one of these, let me know, and I will mail you probably 2. Because, yeah, Crunked made me like a lifetime supply, and I already took 3 of them, so I'll never need more than those 3. So, yeah, any of you guys that have a Glide that want a rear SMA 45-degree angle up piece, let me know. Alright, Frank Nicholas is here. Indeed it does, Frank. Joseph S. says, this is a weird issue. Alright, so Joseph S. wrote an essay there, so let me continue with the mailbag, and then we're going to come back to it, Joseph. Message me on Facebook if you want one of these, or if you want 2 of them. Cool. Bag number 2 is from Banggood, and they took so long to get this to me that I no longer need it. Not only do I not remember when I placed this order, I mean, I'm like at least 3 months ago, at least. Yeah, I don't need any of this stuff yet. Anymore, rather. I mean, although I guess this is kind of fun. This is a $25 30x30 35 amp Racer Star ESC that is supposedly like not terrible, and it's BL Holly 32. It was so cheap that I just kind of said, you know what, I have to get that. What I'm gonna do with this is do a budget Glide build. The Glide frame is very inexpensive as it is, and then you put a 20x20 ESC up front, which those are really cheap. I'm sorry, flight controller rather. And then we're gonna go nano camera because this is gonna be a 15mm standoff build. So we're gonna get a cheap nano, or maybe a decent nano camera, because the cheap shit nano cameras kind of blow. But yeah, we'll get a nano camera for it, and then a budget VTX, maybe an RXSR to really keep the cost down on the receiver side, and I don't know what to do for motors. So the Emax, so I've already tried the Emax Eco motors, and they just didn't have quite enough grunt. So I do have a set of T-Motor Velox motors. So you know what? I'll probably use those. Yeah, I'll try it on those. Cool. B-Man 80 ordered from Banggood, and it took 76 days. Oh my god, dude! I bet you this was almost that, if not more. So yeah, this will be cool. This will be neat to check this out. And then this was back when I was trying to build an HD toothpick before I realized that there'd be like 100 acres of props in view. Although I still might do it because the new Runcam split fucking Nano 4, whatever the hell it is supposedly really good, and it's a regular 14 millimeter nano camera, and that's what these are. These are injection molded Ishin, I believe, manufactured, whoop sized canopies here. I don't know why I insist on holding things up to the DSLR. It's probably really similar to the Mobula canopy, but really, really strong. Like real strong. I don't know. I didn't need to order two. I'll never be able to break one of these. So yeah, this will be on top of a toothpick, just looking like a straight up, upside down clear plastic ball sack. Just I'm gonna do lots of inverted stuff so that there's just this floating ball sack. Maybe I'll put some like pink LEDs in there or something. Really FPV asks what size batteries I run on my Acrobat. 4S 650 and 4S 850. I really like it on the 650s, but you really sacrifice runtime. All right, let me hit Joseph S's question before it rolls off the top of the screen and I forget about it. He's been using his T16 for a sim on his phone. Assumed the charging circuit in the T16 wouldn't cause much of a problem with OTG. It's worse than I thought it would be. The battery on his phone was around 30% before disconnected to the transmitter. However, as soon as I disconnected the transmitter, it suddenly dropped to 0 and shut off the phone. Wow, that's weird, Joseph. I'm not like a... I don't know shit about shit when it comes to electronics. So maybe somebody else in the chat here will know what's going on there. I have no clue. That sounds ridiculous to me, and I don't like it. So I'm just going to run away from it. That's how I solve problems around here. And these came with these 2 screws, and I have no idea why. But I don't really care about these screws. They can go to hell. So yeah, cool. A fucking fortnight later, I get this thing. Yeah, I've learned, I've realized lately, like, the key to Banggood is just, like, the second that you think you need something from them, just order it to get the clock started. Like, don't even look for it stateside. Just immediately order it, and get that 6-month timer started. All right, and then we've got a box from SN Hobbies. Ooh! First and foremost, Azor 6145s. I'm just kind of picking up all the different 6-inch props since I know I have those arms coming. Right, and then we've got cool. A replacement Phoenix lens since I smashed mine. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. So I can get the micro Phoenix back into a quad. Because I want to try to adjust to the smaller field of view. Because the micro eagle thing is getting annoying. So that's fantastic. Great. I blew up the lens on the Phoenix within the first 3 batteries, maybe. This is awesome. This is a True RC. For Christ's sake, what is it called? OCP? Yeah, OCP antenna. This is their less expensive antenna, $12 per. And I talked to Hugo, who runs True RC, and about his Singularity antennas that I love, the red ones that are a little bit smaller, and they're $19.99. I was asking him about how I had a couple of them that had been like kind of abused and beat up, and they didn't seem to be performing really all that well anymore. And he said that kind of makes sense because the singularity is kind of really shrinking everything down, and the tolerances become very tight when you shrink everything down like that. So if it's been bashed around a bunch and anything gets even a little bit out of tolerance, that's going to drastically screw the tuning of the lobes of the antenna. And so he said that's one of the reasons that they made these cheaper ones, these OCP ones, is that they made them bigger, and by making them bigger, you can smash them a little bit more, right? Because the tolerances aren't quite so minuscule. So yeah, I mean, I would pay $20 per for them, but they're $12.99 per. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, OCP, True RC OCP. I haven't smashed one of these around yet to be able to tell whether or not if it is any more durable or remotely durable, but I will soon enough. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for abuse. Oh, I got 2 of them. Look at me. Look at the big brain on me. Getting 2 antenna. For some reason, I'm always like running out of UFL antennas, like as fast as I can buy them. Really FPV with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says, thanks, laughed my ass off. Gonna buy some 654S. Explains why I had hot motors. 4S 1500. Ooh. 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 Oh boy. Really FPV with some torture testing. Jeez, bro. They'll be fine. HQ 15mm standoffs, hex standoffs. There's a couple places that you can get hex standoffs from, and whenever I order from those places, I snag some because I really like them over the knurled ones. The knurled ones, if you want to grab them, you got to get like needle nose pliers all up on them, and no matter what, you'll end up spinning a little bit, and you'll rip all the color off, and then it looks like hell. These little hex ones, I have a set of these tiny little. These are actually fuel injector wrenches, I believe, but they're just tiny little metric wrenches that are nice and flat, and I can just like slide it onto the standoff, and that really helps on the glide because Bob makes the tolerances really tight on the screw holes on the glide. So when you screw the screws in, it threads the carbon. After enough abuse, it'll loosen up and it won't really be threaded anymore. But like the first couple times you build a glide, the hardware going up through the bottom, it'll be like really tight in there. But then you'll be able to take the standoff and twist it a little bit to pull the standoff down a little bit. Again, because of the way that the screws are kind of threading into the carbon, because Bob made the holes a little bit smaller, so that and when you get it together like that, when you crank these guys down from the top and you crank the M3s up from the bottom, and they're threaded into the arms, they don't back out, which is really nice. I used to really struggle with the older glide frames to keep those, which most frames have this issue. The arm bolts just always kind of back out. You Loctite it and they'll still back out. And yeah, this has like fixed that problem, so I'm down. Very weird that these are labeled under HQ, but who cares? More 15mm standoffs for more 15mm builds. These are Diatone's little O-ring guys. Again, like if I ever see little rubber isolating O-rings or rubber grommets or anything like that, I'll just pick them up, and at some point they usually come in really handy. So yeah, what I try to do if I'm placing an order from a site, I'll try to hit like most of the site and just cruise pretty much the entire site, and I can almost always find something like super slick in like the hardware section that down the road comes in really handy. All right, so here's the reason why I ordered from this shop. They are the only ones in on this side of the globe that have this Mobula 6 HD canopy with the little 3D printed piece that's needed for the oh hell, where the fuck is it? Here it is. For the little Runcam light that I got, Runcam Split 3 light. This is the lightest weight HD tiny whoop like sized camera setup. So, and yeah, I try to put HD on everything. So this is gonna be this is gonna be a 1S HD whoop. I think it's going to be a 75. I don't think it's going to be a 65. But, I mean, it's just a plug away to dropping this on from one rig to the next. So this is pretty awesome. The other thing that I'm going to try with this camera is one of those R3D frames, the fully 3D printed. It's like 3D printed carbon fiber or some shit. I'm going to try one of their frames as well. But that whole 3D printed thing, I get the funny feeling that I'm gonna obliterate that in 3 seconds. So, really FPV with $4.99. He says, "Don't tell Tommy." What motors are on there that you just absolutely tortured? Blind Luck. This is from SN Hobbies. S like Sam, N like Nancy Hobbies. They're up in Canada. And they got this out to me pretty quick. And they have some other good stuff. So, yeah, good little shop. I can dig it. So yeah, this is the little piece. I thought it was 3D printed, but this is not. This is molded. This is a poured piece. That's pretty crazy. So it goes on the back like that. Oh, I see. I see. That's what these screws are for. So these screws go into it, and then I guess it slots up. Oh, it's got a little screw hole on the side. Interesting. Yeah, this there's a reason why this Runcam Split 3 light is on sale all over the place right now, and it's because there's no way to mount this lens. Like, look at this. Look at the mounting on this lens. Like, how you gonna mount that? This Runcam is pretty much specifically for this canopy. It requires this little piece here, this molded piece, and then that goes on there. And then these holes are going to get threaded. They gave me 4 screws, so the screws are going to go in from the front into that, and then look on the side, it's got that little hole that's going to get threaded into that on the Mobula 6 HD canopy. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's I felt like such a jackass because I was like, oh great, I just like ran out and bought this because I saw it was on sale and I just didn't do any research. So I was like, oh yeah, it must be. I've heard great things about the Runcam Split 3. Joseph S says backpack recently came in, but I've had some trouble fitting normal soldering iron kit in there. What do you use for flux and solder when at the field? I don't. I build multiple rigs so that when they blow, so that if it's anything like wiring related, I just don't fix it at the field. I just throw it in the back of the car and grab another one. I would just so much rather do the repairs here, and building a rig without a GoPro is not that bad, right? Like you can, especially with a $50 frame. You know, my rigs are only, I don't know, $250 maybe altogether. Like the flight controller's $30, the ESC is $50. Like there's nothing really extravagant on there. Batteries are 30 per. So yeah, I don't. I try not to solder in the field. I don't even have flux in my bag. I have the Secure D60, the $23 portable soldering iron. I have that. I have a little spool of solder, and that's it. Um, and it's rosin core solder, so there is flux in the solder itself. So if I had to do anything, I could get it done. But yeah, I really try to not. I try not to do anything beyond like swapping a bell. Like even swapping out an arm, I try to not do that in the field. Um, if I have any other rigs that are still sticking around, just me. And then Yawman says, "You better give me some Clam Man before I have to go." I think the deal is I gotta like ahead of time on the stream. I need to like warm Clam Man up. I need to like turn him on a couple times before the stream because it looks like the first time I hit the Clam Man thing, it just never works. Let's try it again. There we go. Yeah. So he's just very grumpy. He's given up on the first on the first request. He's napping. Okay, so the question is, which of these screws go through? Is it this one? Oh, nope, 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 nope. That's not it at all. Not the one. Not the one. All right, let me just really quickly pop one of these screws in here, and then we will move on to the big old bag that's behind me. And then we can wrap our mailbag up. That's what she said. All right, look at that. Yeah, that thing just bolts on here. And, cool. I'm into this. This is not a bad mounting setup. Sure wish there was it was a little bit easier to get your hands on the canopy, but that's all right. I think this is gonna end up going on the yeah, the 75 with the bigger props and the Newbie Drone prototype AIO board. I just think that's gonna be a good home for it. No, I feel like these guys go on the sides. Right? Just trying to get this. Figure I'll put this in the canopy for you guys so you can at least see it. I also want to see it. I'm super curious how this thing mounts. Does that lens really stick out that far? Holy shit. Really? This is going to be funny looking. Here you go, y'all, man. Whole thing.
諦めんだよ諦めんなお前どうしてそこでやめるんだそこでもう少し頑張ってみろよダメダメダメ目諦めたら周りのことを思うよ応援してる人たちのことを思ってみろってあともうちょっとのところなんだから俺だってこのマイナス10度のところしじみが取れるって頑張ってんだよ絶対やってみろ必ず目標達成だからこそネバギブアップ
Words to live by, ladies and gentlemen. Words to live by. I put this thing on completely backwards, almost like I did it on purpose. It slides over the lens. Look at this. It slides over the lens and then it goes like that. Okay. I get it. Greg Womack says, how do you fix RX failsafe? Radio is bound, but no inputs. Radio is bound, but no inputs means that you've either got the radio or the receiver wired incorrectly, or you have the wrong port turned on to serial RX, or you have the wrong receiver protocol selected in configuration. Usually, for me, I have it wired wrong. I somehow always manage to wire Crossfire Nanos backwards. I don't know why. No matter how many times I look at it, I go, okay, RX, TX, got it. And then I just do it backwards. It's pretty embarrassing. But yeah, it's got to be one of those things. Because if the receiver is bound, then it's lighting up green and all that jazz. Yeah, it's ready. It ready. Here we go. It's in. Look at that. We got some up tilt adjustment. Just drop these little fellas in here, and then I'm going to show it to you guys on the. Well, here I can do this in front of the damn thing. We have the technology. Okay, so there's the little divot. And let's see if this is the screw that's intended for this. Yeah, it certainly looks like it. Yep, that's the one. Okay. Alright, so we got that side, we got this side. And I've got an HD capable whoop canopy. With the lightest possible HD setup. That's pretty awesome, and that's some good adjustability on the up tilt. I like that. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. So that's going to go, I think, on at least I think it's going to start here. It might not live here forever, but yeah, I think it's going to start its life on this guy here. So I'll just pull this canopy off, and yeah, that'll be. Man, this thing's going to be all stealthed out. Look at that. It's going to be all smoke gray. Well, cool. That's about all the whoop, the actual whoop content you're going to get out of me on this particular stream. But that's okay because we got one more bag. Oh, and that bag has whoop stuff in it, so that's good. What is this? Where did this come from? Oh, right. This is for that. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put these little TPU guys aside. I have a feeling I might get a Facebook message over at CiottiFPV or two about them. Hopefully. Oh, and here's the mounting hardware that I need too. Man, I actually remembered to order all the things. Look at me go. Look at this. Big ass bag from Beta FPV. That wasn't nearly as cool as I thought. I gotta point the camera downwards next time. Yeah, I had to. I forget what I was. I think there was something that I needed, and then I was like, all right, well, I'll get a couple more things, and then I think what had happened is that the thing that I needed went out of stock, and then I think I put the order through. So I don't even think I got the thing that I actually needed. Blind Luck says, how much was shipping from SN Hobbies? I think it was like $7 or $8 or something like that. There wasn't an invoice in the box. I did have to pay shipping though. William Barlow says, with the Emax RS2 2207, can I run a 4-inch prop? The only spare frame I have is a 4-inch frame, or should I just get another 5-inch frame? Yeah, I mean, so that's going to be an under-propped setup, and an under-propped setup is way better than an over-propped setup. So yeah, you can absolutely do that. It's just going to feel very fat and kind of, yeah. So if you got $50, get you a glide frame. If not, try it. If you went up to like, if you went to maybe like 5 or 6, I don't know what KV those are, but like if those are a 4S KV, like a 2400 KV 2207, I would go up to 5S if your ESC will support it, and then that'll get you some more RPM for those 4-inch props, and that'll help out a little bit because you'll gain back a little bit of thrust. Greg Womack says, all I did was update the software. We were talking about the RX failsafe. Oh, God. Oh, Greg. People have been having nightmares with that. I have not, and it's just, I can't. I don't even know where to start, man. I'm sorry. If it were me, I would literally message Bardwell. I shit you not. If I had that same problem you're having right now, tomorrow, I would message Joshua and be like, "Yo, help me." This is a lipo bag. I buy a lot of lipo bags, especially now that I've had one go off in my hand, because I now know how much fire and heat actually come out of the damn things. So I just make it a habit, like if I'm doing an order on a website and they sell a lipo bag that I'm kind of curious about, I'll just get it. And what's cool is I now have I probably have 6 lipo bags over there, and it lets me have a little bit of an organizational system with this bag is for dead micro batteries, this bag is for charged micro batteries, this bag is for dead or discharged 5-inch batteries, this one's for, so I can basically always have these fucking hand grenades in a storage bag of a fire safe bag of some sort, which, yeah, that shit's important. I didn't respect them as much as I should have, probably, until I got to see it firsthand. Although, I mean, that's the first time it's ever happened, and it wasn't anything that I did. But still, it's, yeah. That was a good wake-up call. This is a cool bag. I like when they have some sort of a divider in them, so that at least, in theory, if one explodes on one side, it'll hopefully only catch the other ones on that same side on fire, and the ones on the other side will maybe live. Yeah, and it was a good size. This will drop right into my bag. I like it. Bunch of frames. I mean, those aren't super interesting. Beta 85X. What the hell is it called? Cross fiber, carbon fiber frame. I think you need this for the God, 95, 85. So I saw it on there. I was like, oh, it's a couple bucks. I'll get it so that if I get browbeaten into doing an 95 build, I'll have the shit that I need. Blind Luck is out of here. You're welcome, brother. Have a good night. Joseph S. says, only started parallel charging recently. Which should I plug in first, the balance ports or the main battery leads? Joseph S., hopefully you have a board with fuses in it, and if you do, definitely plug the parallel, the balance leads in first. And if you've got Bardwell's board that's got a whole shitload of the fuses, what you can actually do is take all of your batteries, make sure that there's not one that's fully charged. Make sure they're 0.1 or 0.2 per cell within one another. And you can plug them all in to all the balance leads in, and just leave it for 10 minutes, and they'll sit there and equalize. The little fuses on Bardwell's board will clamp down at 1 amp. So it'll only allow 1 amp of push or pull from any of those batteries through the balance leads, and they'll all equalize, so that then when you plug all the XT60 leads in, there's no big pops or any bullshit like that. That is not an approved thing for Joshua's board. So, yeah, if your board catches on fire doing that, don't cry to Joshua or me. I've been doing that with both my 6S and my 4S Bardwell board for over a year, and they've been completely fine. The trick is to just never, ever, ever plug a fully charged balance plug in to that board that has ones that are discharged, because it just generates all the heat in the world. On the new Bardwell boards, he actually has the little fuses painted with color changing paint, heat reactive color changing paint, so the fuses turn red if they're when they start to get hot, so you can catch it if you fucked up. But yeah, the workflow is take your little battery checker, check the battery, check the per cell voltage, plug it in, check the next one, and yeah, just make sure that they're the per each cell. Like what I will usually have is batteries that I've flown that range from 3.5 to 3.7 per cell, and that's fine. But if there's one that's like 3.8 or 3.9 or 4.0 still, I won't plug that in, because that's too much of a difference, and you'll see those fuses will start glowing, which is not a good thing. So, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why Bardwell's board is so cool, because you can do that. 4S Whoop power cables with the capacitors pre-soldered in. I hate, for whatever reason, having to do the XT30s, and so yeah, when I see pre-made XT30s, I'll usually grab them, and these have little capacitors, and that's super handy and just makes life much easier. So yeah, just a little quality of life item there. Pre-made, rather. Yep. That's what I was trying and failing to say. Beta FPV LED board for, I believe, these 85 frames. It's all about LEDs, guys. If you don't have lots of LEDs, you're missing out. I've gone fully off the reservation with LEDs, and I'm all in from now on. Every rig gets LEDs and HD. You can take that to the bank. Fucking weird ass saying. Or I'll break these trying to separate them. So let's see. I think this is supposed to clip in to the back of this. So this is a Beta 75 Pro 2 2S Whoop frame. So it's for the bigger props. The bigger props kind of intrigue me. I want to try to get the weight down. This guy over here, it's a little too heavy. The batteries that fit into the bottom of this frame are 1S 450. I wish that wasn't the case. So yeah, this is like a little rear license plate. That's pretty cool. I can dig that. It just drops right in there. I don't know how it stays in. I mean, it seems like it's just going to pop right out. But I'll figure something out. Shit, I'll just glue it in there, whatever. That's cool. 4 RGB LEDs. That's really nice. And then, wait, does this frame have it? No, this frame doesn't have that little license plate area. Cool. All right. Well, yeah, I've got these 3. Each one of these. So I've got this frame that holds the 1S 450, and then I got this one, which it says 2S. It's got a big old battery bay here. So I doubt that I'll use this one. What the hell is this one? Oh, this one has a huge battery bay too. So this is the Beta 75X HD Whoop frame. Oh, and this has the little license. Oh, okay. So this is the one for the Tarsier canopy. This I'm excited about. So I can build it one of 2 ways. I think this is the 95, right? Yeah, so this is the 95. I've always loved this Beta FPV canopy because it moves the Tarsier really far forward, and I feel like it's not going to have, even at low camera angles, I feel like it's not really going to have any duct in view. So yeah, this is the 95 frame, and then this is the 85 frame. So I want to, yeah, this is pretty heavy. The Caddx Tarsier is a big fat bastard. So I would love to get it down to this one, but I have a feeling it's going to have to be on this 95 frame. But this is just nice to have. These frames are all like $2, $3. So I was just like, okay, every single one, so that because each frame has something a little bit different about it. Like case in point, the battery, the little battery trays are all different in all these frames. So it's going to be helpful to have a whole bunch of these to figure out, okay, I want to run this battery with this prop size, with this donkey. You guys know what's up. Okay, so then this little reinforcer, there it is. Okay, so it goes right on the bottom of that guy. Very cool. Okay, I get it. And then the monster 95X frame for 2.5-inch props. And it even comes with like hardware and shit. Look at this monster. Oh my god. Compare that with that. And this is a 75. I don't have a 65 within arm's reach. My god, this is a big ass Whoop frame. It's got this cool carbon fiber plate that's screwed into it though, which, I mean, it's actually really stiff. Holy shit. That's really stiff. Huh. This is interesting. We're going to have some fun with this. License to Drive says, have you ever tried Turnigy graphene batteries? I did very early on. I ran Turnigy graphenes on the Baby Hawk, on the original Baby Hawk. And back then, they were the best you could get. And then GNB just blew them away. Tattoo R-Lines blew them away. And China Hobby Line blew them away. And yeah, I don't have any graphenes in general. I don't really have any luck with. For whatever reason, maybe it's the way that I fly. They just don't last long. I get like 10 cycles, and then the internal resistances start to go to hell. So maybe they don't like to be pushed really hard and flown really aggressively, I guess. William Barlow says, the LEDs in the Super Chat giveaway, do I need a race wire, or can I just wire them up straight through the motor wires? No, straight through. Yeah, they've got everything. Yeah, you just solder directly to them and away you go. CiottiFPV is in the house. Is in the house. He's got a 75mm Whoop, 47-gram all-up weight 1S on 0802 22,000 motors, kind of lacking in authority. Would going to an 1102 18,000 help? Dan, I'm in the same. I'm kind of trying to figure that same thing out. This guy is 0802. What are they? 17,500. And this is just this silly newbie drone prototype board. So this is like a totally like thrown together rando rig, but yeah, I don't love it. It like you can definitely feel that these propellers are a little too heavy for an 0802. I feel like the real solution is like an 09 or a 10, but that doesn't exist. So now we got to go all the way up to 11, and that's probably going to be too much. But I think that is the answer. I think an 1102 is the answer. Maybe like I don't know on the KV either, right? Like I don't know. What I do know is when you go from a 2-inch prop to a 2.5-inch prop, there's a humongous increase in efficiency, and mainly because the 2-inch props are not efficient at all. So that should be even more true down here. So going from a 65 to a 75, there should be a huge increase, but that's also going to put a lot more load on the prop. So, yeah, I don't know. I think there is a set of 1102s that I may have appropriate. Nope. There's a set of 1102s coming up in a giveaway. This whoop flew terrible with the PH 2.0. Oh, I'm still on the. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. I'm still on the. And this isn't even a solid pin PH 2.0. This is a rolled pin PH 2.0. I didn't even think of that. Flew terrible. Way better with the BT 2.0. That makes sense, yeah, because it's really like asking for all the Majimbo. Interesting. All right. So that means I at least have to get a solid pin because I don't really have many BT 2.0 power batteries rather. Huh. Okay. I picked up another Meteor 65 frame just to have it in black this time. If you don't know, the Meteor 65 frame, Tommy Lou says, how do you get a Top Gear shirt? So, Tommy Lou, I had a eBay alert set up for about 5 years to find this shirt. This is a shirt that was only sold in the UK from like the actual official Top Gear stores over there. Yeah, James May is my favorite, and I just had to have it. I found it after maybe like a year. I found it in a size small, which might be what this is. And I just ordered it because I hadn't seen it before. I'd never seen the shirt available before. And then yeah, like a bunch of years after that, 4 or 5 years after that, a medium came up and I snagged it, and it was like $42 or something because the shipping was killer from overseas. But I got it. God damn it! eBay alerts, yo, they'll ruin your life. Bunch of propellers. These are actually for the $5 tier. I don't think I'm keeping any of these, but yeah, these are 40mm 4 blades. Yeah, I don't think I'm keeping any of those because I already have a set. This is for the big frame, and then look, this is something really cool that Beta FPV has. That if you're gonna build whoops and or micros, you should get this. It's just a shitload of different grommets, and they're different thicknesses. The slots are different thicknesses, and then there's a bunch of random screws in there as well. Get this. If you see this little Beta FPV kit at a store that you're buying from, get it. This is super, super, super handy. I already have a ton of these grommets, but yeah, very, very handy to have. Cool. So that is the end of another shout out to Mighty Car Mods. Get on over there. Say hello to them. Look at this. You can't tell me that's not going to be cool. Ripping, shredding around. Pew, 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 pew. Cool. I've been waiting on this Beta FPV order for a while. They did not rush this to me. There was some stuff that was out of stock though, so. Alright, I think that is going to stay in this nice little box here. Any of you guys know of any 5.5-inch props? Anybody? I didn't see it. Who knows of 5.5-inch props? I need to find, I've got the GemFan 5552s right now, and they seem to be too much for these 2508 motors. So I think Dow makes a 5.5-inch maybe. I think HQ also might. I was almost thinking APC, but their props are kind of flimsy. All right, sick. Well, damn, I can get some stuff fixed, and I can build an HD whoop now. What was a fucking good mailbag, man. Damn. Should we make this HD right now? I mean, all I have to do is flip those upside down and then solder the power lead up for the camera. I think that's it. Right? I think so. Yeah. I feel like I'm missing something. No, that's literally it. I just have to swap that hardware out, and that's pretty much it. Is this going to be the quickest HD whoop build in history? Not if it's me building it. Fuck. It's like a month. This Acrobrat now has the 1804s on it. If you guys will notice, the big fat bottom motors. And I forgot to go into I forgot to check the direction that the motors are spinning, and they're spinning the wrong way. So I didn't get to fly it. But I'm sure it'll just be terrific. I'm sure it'll fly just fantastic. Alright, so I think there's pads. Yeah, look at that. There's pads right below the little, oops, sorry guys. There's pads right below the little connector for this camera. So all I need to do is get this, I like fucking double-sided tape the shit out of this receiver to the back of the camera. I just need to pull it off there. There we go. Okay, and then this guy just needs to kind of sneak out there. And there we go, okay. So we need to get this soldering iron going here. Oh shit. Look at me. So I gotta fix a broken arm on the 15mm frame. And I've got to do some BLLES on the Acrobrat. But I think that's about it in terms of maintenance. Ooh, there's some orange. License to Drive made some 5.6-inch props a few days ago. How the hell did you do that? William Barlow says, what prop do you like on the Mobula 6? On all of the 65mm whoops, the Gemfan 4 blades are just the end-all, be-all. June Loco has arrived. What's up, brother? License to Drive says, I cut up some old Gemfan ABS 2-blade props and turned them into folding tri-blades with 3D printed hubs. Nice. And Yapsy says, tiny whoop. Alright, so it's not just me then. The nobody has any knowledge of 5.5-inch props. That's good. That makes me feel better. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a dowel, though. Maybe it's 5544. I think that's what it is, 5544. And I've always liked dowel's props. They've never... their propellers have never steered me wrong. What are you eating out there? Anything good? A piece of chicken? This girl's eating a piece of chicken. What the hell?
Pretty good. I want snack food.
Okay, so since these motor leads are so short, I'm going to have to take this entire thing apart. I'm going to have to take all the motors off just to be able to lift this board up a little bit to get it off of these grommets, because I then need to flip these grommets over. I actually might need to switch them. I don't need to switch them. I think these are the same grommets, but I need to flip these grommets over, and I'm not going to have the room to do that, I don't think, without taking all these motors off to make a little bit more room for these short-ass motor wires. God damn it. Again, this is like the most haphazardly thrown together rig ever from just like random shit that I had laying around. Whatever. At least it's only 3 screws per motor, I guess, right? Could be worse. What's up, Guillermo? How are you? Creating any trouble tonight, Guillermo? Joseph S. asks, any opinion on the folding props? Thinking of buying a set at some point if people like the way they fly/crash. The folding props are for flying tree spots. When you go crashing through a tree, the folding props fold out of the way and you don't get hung up in the branches. They are not for crashing on concrete because they move out of the way and they let your motor smash into the concrete. So yeah, for tree spots, they're fucking awesome. Freelojo says, I bought 2 60 amp ESCs and found that both of the 60 amp 4-in-1s only have 5 good ESCs. Wait. They should only have 4 good ESCs. Wait, what? What? What do you mean? Oh yeah, and somebody just said you probably only need to take 2 motors off. Good thinking. Let's try it. Oh god. You guys can't see anything. Throat's starting to feel weird. I better not have the fucking COVID.
Oh no.
I better not have the virus, guys. That shit'll take me out, I'm sure of it. I'm not lucky enough to survive that shit, for the record. I'm calling it now. If it happens, I'll look like a goddamn genius. Alright. We got 2 motors off. Let's see if that's going to give me enough length here. Oh my god. And I'm being like super careful because I had to solder these to the traces, and like it's just so hard to do that, and like it's there were 1 or 2 that I was like, oh my god, like I can't even redo that because it's so close. This is one of the hardest soldering jobs I've ever had to done, if had to do, if not the hardest. Nah, see, these are all tight right here. It won't. You fucker. Come up off of there, man. Get off. Get off of there. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna take all 4 of them off. If I rip one of these wires off this board, that's it. I'm not even gonna try to fix it. This board's just gonna go away. It's just ridiculous that I keep screwing around with these, soldering to these traces for this prototype board. The other problem with this prototype board is they're not releasing any updates for it. I mean, why would they anymore? So it's stuck on 4.1, I believe. Which is, I mean, not the end of the world, but still. Freelojo says between the 2 of them. Oh my god. What fucking, who are they made by? So that none of us buy them. My guess would be that they're the newbie drone ESCs. I've been hearing some weird shit about newbie drones, 5-inch electronics being not durable. Those were the ESCs and flight controllers that Bot was blowing up left and right a month or so ago. Alright, this is This board just does not want to come up off of here. Come on, AIO. Release. I'm trying to be super, super, super gentle, which makes it way harder. All right, so that one's wanting to come off. Okay, that one looks good now too. They're coming. Slowly, but they're moving. There we go. Okay, that was a big donkey. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? How much is a 5-inch battery? Tommy Lou says. The ones that I run are 28 per. Greg Womack says, I thought you liked the JM11OP AIO board. I haven't gotten to really use it. It's on the toothpick that had the ESC or the VTX shit the bed instantly. So yeah, I haven't gotten to use it, but apparently it's really good. I believe Kebab, and he's been running it in like much bigger than toothpick rigs, and it's been fine. So yeah, I think that LMNOP JH board, I think that's the one to have. But all of the AIO boards are kind of shit, so it's kind of like, yeah. And then I'm saying, picking up what I'm laying down. It's yeah. I don't get it. I really don't understand why these manufacturers can't get their shit together on the AIO boards. I mean, they've been out for a while. It's very strange that that they're. I mean, on Monday night stream, like 2 people during the stream were like, "Yeah, I blew one up today." Like, what the? That's ridiculous. That is like the most insane failure rate ever. So yeah, I don't know. I have not spent a lot of time with them, mainly because all I ever see is them failing. And I don't have the time to go through that cycle of putting electronic components in, charging all the batteries up, going out to fly, and the fucking thing blows up. And then you got to come home and fix it, and then go through that whole cycle all over again, and then it blows up. Like, I just can't. I don't have the patience for that anymore. The micros have been like that for a long, long time, and one of the big reasons I took a big break from micros was that I was just completely burned out on just shitty quality components. And yeah, I'm not gonna go. And I just flew 5-inch for a long time, and my I got a lot better as a pilot, and I kind of learned that these rigs can be a little bit more reliable. At least the electronics can be a little bit more reliable. A properly built micro, for me, is actually much more reliable than a 5-inch rig, much more durable. You can crash it a lot harder and a lot more often. But the first time you put power to a micro, it is a whole different situation than the first time you put power to a 5-inch rig. And yeah, the AIO boards are really taking that to another level, unfortunately. Blowing up, like being crashed in wet grass and shit like that. Like, come on, that's I mean, that's just ridiculous. There's no reason for that. That's not cool. AIO boards, come on, get your shit together. Of course, this is turning into a much more pain in the ass than I'm sure it should be. But again, I'm just trying to be incredibly gentle because these motors are soldered down to traces. Oh God, get off me, receiver. Alright, there we go. That dropped down. And now this one is going to be a jerk, but I have the answer. And the answer is more cowbell. Come on, man, get up in there. You know you want to. Just drop there, cause there it goes. And yeah. Alright, and now we just got this one over here. See if we can get him to cooperate. Sorry if I think I was just holding that off the camera the entire time. Oh God, these really don't want to go on here. They just want to fucking fight and... Oh, I think I just got it though. I think that's it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, alright, so yeah, now these little guys are bottoming out, so that's good there. And all we gotta do is solder these leads up. The question is, should we put this on a little connector or should we just direct solder it? I think I'm just going to direct solder it. Since it's a whoop, I try to not really do any connectors. Okay, cool. So now those are all bottomed out. That's what I was just kind of waiting for there. So yeah, right under the, right in front of the tiny little video plug on the newbie drone boards, they give you 3 pads right under it, 5-volt cam and ground. So we are just going to tin those real quick and then drop these wires down, put a couple screws in with the canopy, and away we'll go with a fucking HD whoop, just like that. There's one. There's 2. And there is the ground and the... Nope, looks like I just got it to unbridge itself at the last second there. Oh, sorry guys, god damn it. I haven't built on the stream in a while, I'm a little rusty. And now I'm painting your silver pants blue. Good on you, B-Man. One of the best movies of all time. Okay, let me get some of this hair out of here. Now's a good time to kind of do that. I will say though that the brushless motors don't wrap the hair up the same way that the brushed motors do. It's they're much better about it, which is good because my God, I felt like multiple times a battery. Sometimes I would I'd have to get the hair out of the brushed whoop motors, and those motors like didn't have enough like grunt to just push through it either. So it was like it would grind your ass to a halt. Brushless whoops. What an advance. Oh my God, I'm like moving this thing all around the table. What is happening? Get in there. Screwing these motors on is so hard for some reason every time. God damn. And I feel like I'm not putting this on. When, you know what it is? When they have the props on them, they're really hard to get on here. Which direction is this supposed to fucking go? Is it supposed to go like that, the other way, or like this? So if it goes like that, yeah, I think, right? Versus, it's gonna have to go all the way over. Nah, that can't be it. Can it? Well, maybe it is. It's supposed to go like that. No, that's way too far off. Okay, now we're good. Okay, let's get that started there. Jeez, come on, man, get in there. Get in there, bro. All right. Tiago has arrived. What's up, brother? How are you? Because you guys are gonna want me to fly this if I finish it, right? Can you guys hear me, by the way? Microphone's really far away, so there's a chance that I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Which is alright. Fine with that. What's the Nebula 6? I'm the worst with these bind and fly rigs. I just don't know any of the names, and I can't like people ask me about it and I'll look it up, and then somebody will ask me about the same one. I just have like no idea. It's like I have this mental block against bind and flies. Come on, get in there. Alright. And ha! Come on. Why is this so difficult? Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. Fucking. Get in there. Oh my god, I hate working on tiny whoops. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. It like makes me like my anxiety gets all crazy working on these little jerks. God damn. I feel like I feel like I'm just constantly like, don't smash it, don't like it's just this constant fight against pummeling this thing into the goddamn mat and just making it a part of the greenness. How long do you guys think before we have a 55 millimeter whoop? Oh, I'm sure it's coming. I mean, I don't have any actual info, but it's the only logical move. I'm all for it, man. Inside of the apartment here, even the really light Beta FPV 65 that I built, with like all the lightest stuff, it just gets going, man. Really, like, it's a big boy. I want something that's like an actual mosquito. Man, this hair is one of the more wrapped up hairs I've ever had on one of these things. Come on. Let go. Yeah, there we go. All right. Got it. Cool. Last motor. Oh, no. There's more hair. More hair. Hold on. These are hairs wrapped around the bottom. Most of the time the hairs wrap around the top, and I don't really care about that. But these ones that are wrapping around the bottom, we do actually need to pay attention to. Ooh. Somebody step on a duck. Alright. Just kind of wrapping this guy around here. I also try, like, as much as I just want to pull on this and just rip it, that just means I'll have to grab it even closer to the hub because it's so wrapped up here. Oh my god. That was a bad one. Oh wait, there we go. I think I got it. Man untangles hair for hour. I mean, it is Whoop Wednesday, though. This is a big part of whooping right here, so guess we shouldn't complain. All right, looking good. No more hair. Last one here. Oh wait, no, we got 2 more. Balls. Wishful thinking. Hey, really FPV with a 499er, a double deuce, and an extra $1. Acrobat follow-up. I have Rotorex 1407 4141 motors, just hover, no flights. So put that into what was the problem again? Really FPV? Those motors are shockingly fragile. So if you're having like motor heat or oscillation problems, it could be a bent motor shaft. And there's a very easy way to check that. But yeah, tell me the problem again, I forget. Really, FPV says, I'm a dumb ass. I think he might have just figured out the problem. Oh, not a problem, right? The battery. 14, yeah, I mean, at least it's a 1407. If it was like a 1306, it would be on fire. Man, those motors must have been a little warm though. Yikes. Although they do have really good cooling. Yeah, you know what? You probably got away with it because the main reason that those motors are so fragile is the huge cutout in the top of the bell. But that cutout also allows a lot of fresh air in there. So that probably saved you that huge hole in the top of the bell of those motors. That's funny. All right, and I might try to do the Cinesplore build tomorrow. I would really love to get it done for Friday, but my God, it's. I really doubt that it'll be in flyable form, like to get half decent footage by Friday. So it's kind of like, well, don't waste my fucking time. But yeah, I don't know. Today went really well with the 5-inch rigs, and so I mean, two of them are good to go. One of which is actually on bi-blades, and it's flying really good on bi-blades. No jello, no bullshit. So I'm leaving it on. That'll be a nice. That'll be a very efficient setup. So that'll. I'm excited about that. All right. So the motors are back on. Now we just need to strip these 3 that are on here. Tin them, solder them, and we'll be home free. I don't know how I'm gonna like orient this. Whatever. I'm just gonna slap it on there for now, and then I can rotate it in the future. This is a really simple little clean kind of setup right here. I mean, basically what I've done is build a Mobula 6 HD out of individual components, which costs more than building a Mobula 6 HD, or than buying a bind and fly Mobula 6 HD. So, you know, don't be like me, kids. Alright. But hey, at least I got to pick the components. Oh wait, no I didn't, because this is a build from random parts. Alright. Ground is tinned. Video is tinned. Five volt is tinned. Hopefully this doesn't pull so hard on the voltage regulator that it blows up. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think of looking up what the voltage what the BEC. I don't know, man. Words, words, words. They're all just fucking words. Okay, so let's do the do. I'm gonna put this like this, and we will do 5 volt first. Where are my tiny little tweezers? There they are. All right, this is pretty small. This will be a little bit of a challenge. These are tiny little pads. All right, and always remember, move the work around. Don't pretzel yourself around the work. Move the work so that you're not going to be all awkward on the soldering iron. That looks okay. It doesn't look great though. Let me just hit it one more time. I think I made it worse. Let me take a look. Oh no, actually that's really nice. Oh yeah. Flattened it right out on that pad. Cool. Okay, and then it's actually cam in the middle. They put the video pad in the middle here, which is awkward, but doesn't matter at all. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see if I can keep this from bridging. That's going to be the name of the game on this middle one. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. That was a good one. I don't even need to look at that one. I know that one, I know that it's not bridged. I can see it. And then the ground on like a little half a pad here, which is fine. So one of the little tricks I'm using right now is I'm pushing the tips of the, oh wow, you guys couldn't see any of that. That's just, this is great television. I'm pushing the tips of the tweezers into the board, and that way the tweezers stop moving and they stay like perfectly still. And then you can just kind of like real gently just sort of, yeah, you basically use the surface of the board as like a third point of contact. Almost like in rifle shooting. Okay, we're good. We've got an HD whoop with an HW. Whoop. Whoop. What am I gonna do about this antenna here? Oh shit. So this antenna has to get out of there. Well, this might be a problem. Think about that. Shit sticks. This also needs to go up on top, I think. Well, so what if I do this? So that also needs to reach. Well, that looks pretty good. I'll put it right there. Do you need to bend these wires down a little bit? I should really. I wish they didn't cover these goddamn wires up in so much fucking goop. I would love to desolder them and spin them around, but I think I just was able to bend it just enough just now. Okay, so those guys go down like that. So that's clear down there now. I just need to find a spot for the receiver here. And I gotta do something about this antenna. That is forward, I believe. And yeah, it is. So, yeah, something's gonna have to be done with this antenna. This is a little awkward. It is a UFL, so I mean I could put a nice long pagoda or something like that on here, technically. But I would rather not for weight reasons. Well, for right now, I think maybe I'm just gonna ram this antenna through the bottom. I think I'm just gonna like run this up through the bottom all shitty like. Oh man, it doesn't really fit. Farts. Ooh, 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 ooh. That looks like a winner right there. Just put it up over, and then this is the side, which is just so, no. I can't do that. That looks absolutely ridiculous. Don't I have another, I gotta have another UFL that's a little longer than this. I just need like another, what's this one here? Oh, perfect. Oh, done. This is the one. Okay. We good. That was easy. Okay. Solo says, what's good? Late night stream? Yeah, man, you got it. Marley Lepo with 50 of them Nokias. That's what I'm calling them from now on, Marley. I'm stealing that from Jimmy Broadbent. I'm calling them Nokias. Thank you for the 50 Nokias. B-Man80 says, the mod usually just has the antenna as a black wire just running down the bottom. Yeah, the Mobula has that built in. That shit freaks me out. I don't like those little antennas. I mean, I get it for saving weight, but whew, I would rather have a little bit more substantial of an antenna, I think, and sacrifice the half a gram or whatever. Look at that, perfect. That's the back. Wait, no, it's not. The back is. I'll go around this way. The back is over here. There we go. That is now going out the back, sorta. Jesus Christ. There we go. Okay, now it's going out the back. I think I'll actually put it like right there. Okay, so now this is going to drop down, and this receiver I'm just going to put in the canopy somewhere. Speaking of, so the canopy has 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the canopy is not held on in the front. So in the front here, I can use just a regular old screw, I believe. And yeah, what the hell? Let's give it a shot. It looks like I don't even need these long screws. I don't know what they're really for. But this, I mean, this is gonna thread in with the little shorty guys. And it doesn't seem to be a problem. Huh. Why the hell did they give such long... What the hell? What are these for? I'm not using those. That's ridiculous. Oh, shit. Because they got to go through the canopy. That's it. That's what it is. I got it. Right, of course. Okay, so got that front one in. The front one is allowed to be a short one. That makes sense. So now I've got to stuff this in the canopy and then drop the canopy down, and we'll be good. Look at all this extra cable. Shitters. Where is this going to go? Fuck. I might take this out of here and wrap it all the way around or something. Jesus, this is a ridiculous amount of extra cable. Can I just do like a little coil or something up there and just kind of cheat it through a little bit? Is that, are you cool with that, Mobula canopy? Is that acceptable? And now I'm also trying to jam this XM Plus up here. This might be a little difficult. This is going to be difficult to fit this. I might actually have to go to a smaller receiver, Because, yeah, this receiver sticks way the hell out the bottom here. There's no way that that's going to clear. Although, somehow it's clearing right now. Oh, it tilted itself side. Oh! Oh, okay. Let's try that. It kind of tilted itself sideways and snuck its little fat body in there, and I kind of like that. Yeah, that might be it, guys. That might be the one. It's not. This side won't come down. I wonder if I should flip this board over. Let me try this. Let me flip the HD board over, which scares me because this is gonna mean that the on these HD boards, this big silver bastard here gets really hot. So yeah, we're gonna have a. That's gonna be. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what's going on with that. Okay. So if I bend these guys down like that, then okay, that guy can hang out there. I kind of used up some of this wire, so that's kind of nice. And then, okay, get in there, please. Get in there, please. Just go to your home. Yeah, that's close enough. No, it isn't. Get it right. There we go. All right, that's in there now. That being the antenna. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. How is this thing going to sit in here? Is this going to sit like that? Is that what I'm thinking? Yeah, we're thinking it's going to go sideways like that. So this needs to go up through there. And then this guy can hopefully... My God, this is rough. All these wires have like a little bit of a memory to them, and they're just being jerks. Alright, I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Let's see if that'll sit down. It probably won't. It's probably too tall still. But worth a shot real quick here. Okay, and then the front is this way. So, Jesus. No, this receiver is too big. This receiver won't go. Damn it. So I'm gonna have to order another one of those tiny little newbie drone receivers. They have these incredibly small little D6 FR Sky. They're actually diversity receivers that will definitely fit up in here where I'm trying to get this to fit. Let me try one more thing. Let me rip the double-sided tape off here. Solo says, did you get the canopies for the HD? What do you mean, Solo? Oh, yeah, I did. And this is the one from Canada, and it had the other little piece. So now, with those ones that you sent, I've got like 3 extras. This one seems pretty stout, though. I have a feeling I'm not going to break this one, but famous last words. Not to mention that me saying I'm not going to break something is always a funny joke. All right, let's try this one more time. put this in here to the right side. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. And I'm gonna really push up on it. Oh yeah. Well, I can't adjust the camera tilt, but it's up in there now. I mean, it is very much up in there. And okay, so that's gonna come up there. That's gonna come up there. Man, this is rough. This this cable for the fucking HD is really in the way. It's really not in a great spot. Damn, this is a kind of a messy build in a way. Messy is a weird word. Why the oh yeah, no, it's just the receiver is just slamming into the board. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. This receiver is way too big. Yeah, XM Plus is far too big to fit up in this canopy. All right, well, we tried. We did something Whoop related. We learned something. I mean, I guess, yeah, but no. See, it sticks way the fuck out the bottom. Yeah, all right. I need to find a really, really small receiver that's just gonna tuck up in there. Okay, well, we did something. Didn't do much, but we did something. We got it soldered up, and I'll do a quick newbie drone order maybe this weekend. And yeah, throw the receiver in, and we'll have a little HD Whoop that'll probably be super underpowered and make me want to jump off the roof. So I got that going for me. Look how cool it'll look, though. Come on now. That looks amazing. All smoked out. Marley Leppo with 50 more Nokias. Calling Norwegian kroner Nokias is the same as calling USD Canadianos. Makes no sense. Yeah, Solo, you did. It's the same as this one. It's the same as this little XM Plus. I could. It might fit if I cut all of the shrink wrap off of it, but I don't like to do that. I really don't like to run these things without shrink wrap on them. I'm just always worried metal's going to touch metal with all these exposed components. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I can just wait. It'll be fine. I can just wait it out. Man, I could make this a lot skinnier though by just moving this antenna to the side. And then it might go up in there a little bit farther. Let's see. Yeah, see that guy hits. Oh, but it won't matter. It won't matter. Man, yeah, this is this canopy is very much not designed for a receiver to go up in it. The Mobula has the receiver built into the board, built into the AIO. Damn. Tight fit, tight squeeze. Shit. Yeah, this is just a little thick on this one end, and that's what's killing it. It's just a little too bulbous here. I could put it outside the canopy, J Drones, totally. Freelojo says my wife likes the little thing. I don't know what little thing. B-Man80 says you have the patience of a Zen master with this tedious tiny shit. Yeah, B-Man, it's the smaller the stuff gets, the more my patience is tested, though. Shit. Bad Habit RC says, put something between the HD board and the flight controller board, because that's how I messed up my flight controller on my Mobula 6. Are you going to bind it and before you pack it all up? Asks B-Man as well. Nah, no since I'm gonna have to switch the receiver here, I'm not gonna bother. All right, cool. Cut up with the chat, and yeah, I mean, I guess I could, and then I could even try to sneak the receiver maybe in between the two of them, but then it's gonna start to get all tall. I can't believe how little space that this canopy gives you. This is crazy. Like I mean, they made this canopy only very specifically hold this camera. Shit. Alright, well, to be continued. We got some work done on it. There's just absolutely no shot of this receiver clearing. So I'm going to throw this in a bag and revisit when the newbie drone order comes in. The little receiver from newbie drone is like, I don't know, $16 or some shit. It'll be no big deal. What is this? Is this the this is the hardware from that? Oh shit, right. I'm supposed to put this little plastic tray on it. That's okay. And no backpack on this one. Well, cool. I'm glad we did some a little bit of whoop stuff. I'm gonna work on these two guys tomorrow here, and I'm gonna try to stream finishing the drift edit tomorrow, because I figure, you should complete your previous drift edit before you go to another event. So that'll be cool. I will see you guys tomorrow for that. Roscoe Sticks just joined just in time for me to close it up. Sorry, Roscoe. We did some stuff though. Crunk sent me this. So I gotta figure something else. I gotta figure this is gonna be a prize for something. I gotta figure it out. World's biggest dick competition or something. All right, cool. Let me. I had a whole bunch of windows. We'll do it on the next stream. You guys be good. We did mailbag. We did some other things. And now it's 1 a.m. Thanks for hanging in, everybody. I will see you either tomorrow or definitely not Friday. Maybe Saturday, definitely Sunday. Cool? Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, though. I'll finish that drift edit. Goodbye. But remember... Still going. Yep, there it is.
諦めんなよ。諦めんなお前。どうしてそこでやめるんだ、そこで。もう少し頑張ってみろよ。ダメ諦めたら。周りのことを思うよ。応援してる人たちのことを思ってみろって。あともうちょっとのところなんだから。俺だってこのマイナス10度のところ、しじみが取れるって考